What's good? It's Trelow out here in Inglewood with Straight Out the Trunk.
What it do? It's your boy Burgy. Shout out to Straight Out the Trunk Radio. Man, we actually just out here networking, press events, photo shoots, promo, anything we can get our hands on while we out here to, people that know our face and know our story.
Is this your first time out here in Los Angeles?
This is not my first time out here. Well, I don't know about Trelow.
Nah. My first time actually was like 2 weeks ago. I came out here for a bachelor party. That was my first time ever being out here. So this is my second time being out here, man. I ain't really touched the ground here that much. You know what I'm saying?
How did y'all two link up back in Louisiana?
Man, we went to high school together, so it was kind of in a sense like grew up together. It's been a long time. This about 12, 13 years ago. So it was like that, meeting in high school, playing sports together for a little bit, and then just kind of staying in touch. Being from the same area, wouldn't you say the same?
Yeah, I definitely want to touch bases on that. Like you said, it's like some days it had to happen because it had to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, two people already knowing each other and doing exactly, what we love at the same time in life. It was like, all right, this got to be done, So, yeah, that's it.
Who was rapping first? Who came up with the idea of let's rap together?
He probably was definitely rapping for me. I don't think I started till I was like around 16, 15ish. But as far as the idea, I reached out to him. I was working on a project, reached out to him for a verse, and then he sent the verse back, and then I was going to the studio. I'm uploading clips what I'm working on. He heard something, was like, man, let me get on there. And then it kind of just went from there. It was like, man, we might as well, do a project.
Yeah, he hit it on the head, man. That's kind of how it happened. He was reaching out, sending me stuff from his project, different things he was working on. We worked together on it. It came together well. And then I heard another song he was just playing a snippet of, and I hollered at him like, hey man, who on there, or who you getting on there? And he didn't have an answer. He said he was still working on it. And I'm like, well, if nobody get on it, shit, throw me on it. Next thing you know, probably in the next day he hit me back, hey, you still want on it? Hell yeah, send it over right now. I probably sent the verse back in a week, maybe like 2 days, 3 days. I was ready for that hoe. So when he sent it and that came out good too, I was just like, I can see where his direction going, and I liked it, and I thought it was versatile enough for us to be able to do something different for where we from, because a lot of artists, from what I've heard, not doing that type of music in those type of ways. So I thought it kind of made sense, and there'll be something cool, especially since we know a lot of the same people coming from the same place and going to the same high school and stuff. So it was just like a good time.
Can you talk about the Louisiana music scene and how not to fall into that box of being a Louisiana rapper?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take that.
As y'all know, most of the Louisiana scene is mostly, club music, I want to say, or party music, with a little twist of violence. Of course, everybody know NBA Youngboy, probably the most influential artist ever to touch this world. So, of course, that's more what the scene is right now. So we definitely got like a different vibe from that, and I don't think we falling into that scene because we know where we want to be. We know what we want, like, and then like you can call us up, be like, hey man, come to the club, blah blah blah. We want to play, so we trying to get y'all in the club. It's easy for us to say no. That's like not our scene, and people will understand that. Like, yeah, you're right, because we never see y'all out here like that. So,
would y'all say your music is made for Louisiana, or is it made for a different region?
Man, it's timeless music. I feel like it's made for anything, everybody. Like, it just depends on how you take it when you listen to it. Like, it might not be something you like at that time when you listen to it. You might be, all right, trying to hit it, but let you come in like another day and turn it on, you be like, man, I was sleeping on this. Like it's that type of music, you know what I'm saying?
I would say that we do dabble into Louisiana though, like as far as the sound, it's just natural. You know what I'm saying? We still from there, and it's still, you know what I'm saying, in us to be who we are. You know what I'm saying? And a product of where we from to an extent. So it's definitely songs I didn't heard from him who it sound like he got the juvie touch on it that one that you got where you some yeah. So like, you know what I'm saying, it still got that Louisiana feel. And we got one now called What's Understood that just released, and that's shout out to Hula Baby Nino as well. He doing some stuff, making some moves out in our area right now, and it definitely got a Louisiana beat, up tempo sound, all that. We still talking about what we want to talk about on there. We made it ours, but it's very much so like Louisiana sound. You know what I'm saying?
Besides rapping, do you guys produce or engineer your own music and produce your own music, or you go to the studio and hire producers and engineers?
Yeah, that's a good question, man. Nah, for me personally, I ain't really trying to do all that because I'd rather just make the song and walk out. Well, I'm very involved in my process. I shouldn't say walk out, but I ain't trying to take the time to make a beat. I ain't trying to do that. I just like to rap. But I can engineer if I need to. Like, I have a studio set up at the crib, and I started off doing that. Like when we talked about when we met in high school or being in high school together, starting to record. But I was recording back then. I think that's why he was saying I might have started before him. I was engineering my own music all the way up to probably by 2015, and I probably started in 2009 or 10 or somewhere around there. So, you know what I'm saying? I got the experience, and I could, but it's just too time consuming, bro. I'd rather go read a book. You know what I'm saying?
As far as me, nah, I'm the same way. I'd rather go to the studio. You know, I feel like everybody got a job, and my job is to be the artist, songwriter in this process. So I mostly let the engineer take all and producers take care of all that. So for that question, nah, I'm just not. That is not my place. I feel like.
Are you guys a group or y'all individual artists that came together?
We individual artists just came together, basically with kind of the same vision. So we just, you know, the process got easier for us because it was like we were both feeding on each other. And I think, to be honest, I think we just started like knowing each other as not just as an artist but as people. So it kind of like it was kind of easier.
What is the plan for the rest of your trip out here in Los Angeles? I have a new single out right now. How y'all promoting that?
Man, we actually have a DJ pack ready to go. If any DJs on here tuning in right now, y'all listen, we definitely can shoot that out to y'all. But you know, DJ, promo flyers, the footwork, you know, campaigns, press, using social media platforms, whatever we can to do to get it out, you know, we gonna do that. So make sure I do go check that out. It's called What's Understood. It's out right now. So
what was y'all first hustle growing up? What was that first hustle to make that money?
For me, it was like selling candy and bootleg DVDs and mixtapes, man. I was in like 6th grade. So I remember I was living in Jacksonville, Florida, and hustling, really going to school. You know what I'm saying? I go to Sam's Club with my mama back then, and I think them boxes of candy was probably $10, $11 for the 30 pack, and I sell every one of them hoes for $1. So I was making $30 off like $12 and doubling it up and going back and getting more of them, and then I'll get some airheads, them hoes $5 for 500 of them and flipping them 25 cents. You know what I'm saying? So it started turning into more things as I was going to Sam's Club, and that was my first hustle, bro. In 6th grade, my mama was a part of it, so shit, you know what I'm saying?
As far as hustling for me, man.
Well, hustling too.
As far as hustling for me, man, I don't think my hustle really came till I got a little older, probably like middle schoolish. At first, it was like, I don't know if that's a hustle, but if you needed something, you just go to the store and steal it. I mean, shit. you and your homeboys go to the corner store, shit. I mean, that's a hustle. I mean,
hey, I ain't mad at you. Everybody has their hustle.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I've hustled stuff for sure. Like I said, it probably didn't get to like me in middle school. I used to, take stuff from the house, and my parents always be like, "Hey, what is this?" They knew it was me. I go straight to the pawn shop, get what I can. I mean, shit.
Where my damn earrings at Sunday?
But
I'm on Friday. I ain't mad at that. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Where I see myself in the next 5 years? Shit, man. Wherever God sees me, wherever God takes me, man. All I can do is do what I can do to work. But as far as me having an actual vision of where I am, I just want to be somewhere doing something with music. Even if not me as an artist, songwriting, whatever I can to be in the industry, that's for me. But
Where do you want to see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, man. Even like bigger than you saying musically, right?
Musically, life.
Yeah. Just that's where I see myself in 5 years, man. Entrepreneurship, just owning my time and my freedom, man, all around the board. It ain't even a music thing that I just have in mind, bro. It's just like outside of music, the freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want to do it, including music. And I think that what I'm doing to free myself now it'll take me everywhere I want to go with music too. Because once I have that time to operate, I'm of course gonna do what I love, which is music. So it'll take me back there. I see a takeover, man. I ain't gonna lie. For me, in 5 years, I see me being in a place where a lot of people have really told me I probably should be now. You know what I'm saying? I just been working, and I could see it being pretty big, man. I could see it being a big thing. I could see it being the biggest thing out of Bossier, really. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest, as long as I'm still here, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Who do you guys look up to, like, not mentorship, but who do you guys want to see your life as, like, a Master P, a Lil Wayne, like, who do you guys want to live your life on?
If I was to say I really don't get into that because you never know what people's life really like. We just know what people say they money like. But if I had to say a person, I'd probably say Jay-Z, going back to the ownership, entrepreneurship, and the freedom to do. And he go and pop in on the verse and smash that hole whenever he want to. Whenever he want to get in the music bag, he do it. Whenever he want to get into some other shit, he do it. Some family stuff with his wife and children. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to do that. I would say, based on not knowing much on the outside looking in, once again, that would probably be something that I would aspire to be like. You know what I'm saying?
As far as me, I definitely see my life like being like Dom's life. Like, I say that because, like, I always wanted to be like somebody like him as far as like knowing what he wanted and when he got it. Like, one of the biggest independent artists in the world, turned down labels because he actually believed in himself. I want to be somebody that I feel like that confident in myself to, go that route. And to be one of the best songwriters in the world that's like shitting on these labels and all that, and not even far as that, like from his video to whatever he wears, like how he carries himself. So that's definitely one of the, I see as somebody I see as a mentor in life. So
I got something I want to add to that too, actually. I'll say one thing I didn't touch on, which is probably the most important thing. That's why I wanted to get the mic and say it again, is being able to put other people in position, bro. Jay-Z put some people in position, and that's something that's honorable, dog, all the time. So anytime I get in a position where I can do that, That'll be the best thing that ever happened to me, bro. Being of service to my people, to be honest. Like, that's priority number one. Start with my family, but when I'm really up, everybody in the whole city gonna be up. Like, we finna turn this bitch up like Atlanta would do or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, Atlanta help Atlanta when people have a buzz and they get something going. So that's really the objective, to be honest, like the big objective. So I would even say 5 years from now, I'd love to see my city on. Not me, fuck that. Like, I want to see Burgy as up as I am, or I'll be glad to see him more. They'll be inspiring. But more importantly, us bringing other people up and everybody being at that playing field, that allow for a lot of motion, a lot of fun. And usually people stay alive longer like that. You know what I'm saying? If everybody eating, if we being real, you know what I'm saying? When niggas hungry and you got problems, you can't have them. So, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see that for the city and for everybody around me.
Lastly, what's inspirational words you would tell somebody that's in your shoes or want to be in your shoes?
Man, for one thing, just keep going. I feel like people don't hear that enough, or they just take it for granted for being heard. Like, you can walk up to somebody and be like, man, keep going. They just gonna be like, appreciate it, keep going. But when you actually hear it, especially if you have one of them days you need to hear that, man, that shit really get to you. Be like, damn, like, you right. Like, every day is not gonna be a bad day. You can't have a bad day and be like, that's what your life gonna be. You know, it gotta be a balance. So you just gotta get that mindset like, all right, shit fucked up now, but that means something good finna happen. You know what I'm saying?
I commend both of y'all for coming out here and pursuing your dream, because a lot of people from the hood or inner cities don't go around the corner from their own neighborhood.
You're right.
So y'all traveling fucking 600 miles to come to LA to pursue your dreams and promote yourselves. You promote yourself just like y'all. You feel me? You believe in yourself like an entrepreneur.
Right.
You taking those steps to be a Jay-Z, you know? So shit like that. I commend y'all, you feel me?
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Inspirational words. Appreciate it.
Listeners to people.
Oh man, the same thing is my favorite quote, bro. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. I live by that. The shit tatted on me big at the top of my back. That's my words of inspiration, and because, man, your perception is your reality. So how you view it is gonna be how you do it, and how you view it is also gonna be what your reality is. You know what I'm saying? If you tell yourself you're in a bad situation, you're in a bad situation. You tell yourself you in a good situation, or you can extract good from the situation, you'll find the good, and you'll always look at everything as a lesson or a blessing or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really big on that. Your perception is your reality. So if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, man. And it could change everything around you. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, hey, pay attention to that. I'm gonna say it one more time. Look, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. You better go write that shit down, look at it, and process that, man. That's it, though.
Where they follow you at and where they find you?
You can follow me at Trelow, Trelow on Instagram, at Twitter. On Twitter is at Trelow D2W. So that's at Trelow and then D, the number 2W. If you're doing any streaming on Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, anything, it's just Trelow, man. Trelow, and you'll find everything you need.
You can find me on Instagram at The Real Burgy. Again, BURGY. Streaming platform is just Burgy, BURGY. Like I said, man, if you're looking for some new good music, definitely check that out. Again, I want to thank y'all for having us tonight.